And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. The downtown skyline illuminating the night here at our broadcast location, Memphis, Tennessee. Welcome fans to 2K Sports Tuesday night presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. We've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Capella.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on making impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, James Harden is both famous and infamous with his skill at getting to the foul line. Some don't like it, but Harden says free throws are a part of basketball. Either you're going to foul me or I'm going to score. Putting the pressure on the defense like that is tough. That's what makes a good player. Kevin, no lies told there.
Well, no doubt, David, he is one of the best. Thank you. We're going to see a lot of offense tonight, Steve. What can either team do to try and gain an advantage in this one?
You know, I think first you got to limit your turnovers. I think you got to rebound the basketball. And I love the teams that can get to the free throw line more than the other.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Tucker and Capella are up front. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. And it's House in at the 3 spot. And for Memphis, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Moran and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Crowder in at the 3. Now here's Moran. And Capella sends it back. And he recovers it. And the shot is good. Moran's got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Grizzlies. Harden against Brooks. Outside Westbrook. Pass to House. A three-pointer, no good. Now here's Moran. He's covered by Westbrook. Valanciunas, good.
Almost every move Valanciunas makes, there's going to be some contact. He just plays through it.
Westbrook kicks to Capella. Here's Tucker. Passes to Westbrook. And the rejection by Valanciunas. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And now, just over a minute played here in the first. A baseline J. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
House. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Houston shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for House.
A new Memphis head coach, 3 of the last 4 seasons. Changeover in the front office as well. Hopefully, they'll find some continuity moving forward.
And so House nails both of them. Smitty, this Grizzlies team has always given a good effort. How tough do you think it is to see a coach let go, even when his players are responding?
You know, it's very tough because you gain trust in that coach. And often having a coaching change are more of a symptom of what's going on above them in the front office.
Shot clock at 6. The Rockets pull it in. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
Majority of the night, they were in attack mode. Tremendous effort all the way around.
And here's Morant following Russell Westbrook's 3. Now here's Moran. Not a lot of room. Comes up empty down low.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down in traffic.
Now here's Crowder. Harden missing his last shot. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul called on the Houston Rockets. And, you know, Smitty, just a wall of muscle. Jay Crowder, one of those power wings that seems every team is looking for these days.
Yeah, he's able to straddle that line between perimeter and interior play. His versatility and competitive will set him apart.
That one is off.
A well-rounded player on both ends. You can count on Jay Crowder night in and night out, and you see the value he provides for this team.
And he's good on the second. And out of Marquette, Jay Crowder, like a sturdy two-way wing player.
A great system player and glue guy. He had his best years with the Celtics. On the final year of this contract, a great value considering what he brings to the table. Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Brooks against Harden. Here's Valanciunas. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Man, he has come out focused and efficient. Love what he's doing at the offensive end.
Harden outside. Back to Westbrook. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Westbrook's got his second basket of the night.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
Now here's Brooks. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Valanciunas. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. It's Westbrook with the drive, and the shot goes in.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Morant with it. 11 points for him in that last game against Golden State.
And it wasn't just the points. He brought hustle, he brought energy, and he brought it on the glass.
And how about the body control? Morant, even when under duress, stays calm, cool, and collected.
Westbrook misses off the right eye. The Grizzlies have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Now here's Morant. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Yep, it counts.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Now Harden, a 32-point game for him in the win against Minnesota. Westbrook against Crowder. The pass to Morant. Brooks outside. Pass to Valanciunas. Good on the bucket. Valanciunas has got 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Harden the pass to Westbrook. And here is Capella. Tucker finds Harden. No good on the triple.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Pass to Jackson. And here's Morant. Clock at 6. From the arc. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Morant. Jackson's got his second basket.
And have to commend the unselfish attitude. Like how Morant just recognized the open man and the ball was right there.
Now here's Westbrook. Turned in an outstanding game against Minnesota. But they get it back. Harden draws the double. House kicks to Westbrook. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. He's got 9.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Crowder feeling it out a bit. A putback and staying with the play, Valanciunas.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
Here's Moran. Westbrook with the block. Puts up a three. That one's not going to go. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Home court didn't seem to help any last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
Yeah, and their last time playing against this club, they fell short. A lot of cheap fouls really plagued their starting unit.
Hopefully they exercise better caution in this game and avoid cheap fouls that could get them in trouble again.
And they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Releases. Westbrook missing again. Now the Grizzlies with it. They're on a 13-5 run. On the wing, Brooks. He's covered by Westbrook. Valanciunas inside. Misses from close range.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one. Taking things into his own hands this quarter, trying to keep his team afloat.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Even when plays, Steve, aren't being run for them, certain guys always get a lot of their points on tip-ins and putbacks. They're always right there. Who catches your eye in that category?
Andre Drummond, for sure, Kevin. He's phenomenal on the offensive glass. Rudy Gobert. Al Horford, he gets those timely tip-ins.
He does, you're right.
And then I look at another guy is Whiteside. When he's engaged, he can. Marvin Bagley is a newer name, and he's fantastic at that as well.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Houston with a big group substitution here. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Capella. Cephalosha comes in for P.J. Tucker. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Daniel House. And it's Ben McLemore in for James Harden. Now here's Jones. 11 points for him in that last game against Golden State. That's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Cephalosha. And here's a look at some numbers for Harden.
And guys, he's fighting it a little bit at the free throw line. In the past 10 games, the stroke just hasn't been what we saw earlier in the season. He'll be trying to right that ship here tonight.
Now here's Anderson. He averages about 5 points a game. Clock at 4. And that one misses from Kaboka. And there's the call on Jones. That is his first foul of the game. And the Rockets making a change here. Rivers checked in. Rockets trail by 4. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Jones. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one's on Eric Gordon.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
The Grizzlies shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. The first one falls. Good on both. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for Houston. They trail by 6. 11 feet out, and he hits it.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
And you know what? There was probably a better matchup on the floor, but when it goes in, nobody complains.
Clark got a piece of it, and he gets it back. And that one, good. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Passes it to McLemore. Lets it go with a 3. He doesn't hit that one.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
To the inside, Caboclo. Nice D from Chandler. Rockets trail by 6. Here's Rivers. 8 points his last outing. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. It's Jones on the wing. The pass to Caboclo. Knocked loose. Stolen by Rivers. Oh, and here comes Rivers all alone. Pass to Gordon. Pass to McLemore. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the call on Jones. That'll be his second foul of the game. DeAnthony Melton. He's checked in for Caboclo. .156 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Rivers. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Melton. It's rebounded by McLemore. Stolen by Anderson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. We have a chance now to look at the teams that have created the most points off turnovers this season. The Rockets 4th.
They're so aware defensively. I mean, an opportunistic group in terms of forcing miscues and getting out in transition. And boy, do they do a great job of taking advantage.
And the first one at the line is good. Steve, I know you like this, that the three-point shot is having such an effect on the league, actually transforming the NBA. Are you surprised with how fast all this is happening?
I am. I'm surprised that so many teams are adopting this transformation of shooting a 3-ball because there's some teams and there's some players. I know they shoot it, Kevin, but they shoot at such a low percentage. If you have the guys that can shoot it, you should adopt it. If not, you got to find another way of winning ball games. There's nothing wrong with having a great mid-range team that can knock down mid-range jumpers.
Now here's Gordon. He had a big outing in that Timberwolves game as well. Chandler's shot, good. Jones with it. At the top of the key, Clark. Passes it to Melton. Outside, Jones. 6 to shoot. Clark. It's rebounded by Houston.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Rivers passes to Chandler. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Anderson. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
The 6'9" Kyle Anderson has a 7'3" wingspan. A big asset defensively. Not the most athletic, but he racks up blocks and steals.
The Rockets making a switch here. Tucker's checked in.
You saw the talent from day one in Summer League. Anderson's one of those guys who can really get it done in a lot of different areas.
Now here's Rivers. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And the pass to McLemore. Now here's Chandler. He kicks it to Rivers. No good from outside.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Here's Clark. Hands the shot with nobody near him.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
And so it's Memphis with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And against one of the toughest offensive players in the league, they've been doing a great job shutting down James Harden. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Russell Westbrook is surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power of positivity with his teammates.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways to be a better leader. Leadership was a huge thing, and I felt the way I reacted to certain plays and my facial expressions and my demeanor can change a lot for a teammate.
Well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around them.
And so far, through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for Memphis guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
And you know this, most of the time, offensive rebounds generate high percentage looks.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. They've got Austin Rivers. Cephalosha is out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Chandler. And it's McLemore at the shooting guard. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jaren Jackson Jr. is the son of an NBA player. And I'm so old, I covered his dad in college. Growing up, his parents let him find his passion, but the game was always in his genes. Jackson Jr. said, "I've always prided myself on being more than just a basketball player, but I can't deny my laser focus on the sport." Kevin, he's following in his father's footsteps, but looking to create his own legacy.
Terrific mentor, but he's just getting started, David. Thank you. Now here's Rivers. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Pass to Chandler. Over Jones. Shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Chandler.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Pass to Melton. Anderson outside. Jones from outside. It's rebounded by McLemore. Rockets trail by 8. Dishes it to Rivers. Kicks it to Cephalosha. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Six on the shot clock. From deep.
A beast defensively. Clark's reach and high motor is what makes him effective at blocking shots.
That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now here's Rivers. He's tightly guarded. Chalk up 2 there.
That is nearly an impossible shot to block the floater. Austin Rivers has added that to his game.
Jones, the pass to Melton. Here's Anderson, guarded by McLemore. Here's Clark. 9-point game his last outing. Passes it to Anderson. It doesn't go for him. So Houston will take it the other way. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game, and that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. Rivers looking over the floor, and there's the pass to Chandler. He kicks to McLemore. Ball stolen. Unhindered, going all the way. Throws down the breakaway jam.
No hesitation. He just takes off and takes it the distance.
Yeah, he's a one-man show in transition. Impressive play, taking it right to the rim.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Well, Steve, we're just halfway through the season. What stands out to you so far in what you've seen?
Well, I think for me is those teams that are underdogs, they're overachieving. And some of those teams that we had out in front, we start to nitpick what's wrong with those guys. I think the halfway point is for teams both underachieving, overachieving to start to really kick in. And some of those teams do and some don't.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Chandler. Daniel House comes in for Cephalosha. James Harden, he's checked in for McLemore. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Rivers. Here is House, defended by Crowder. Five on the clock. From deep three-point range, Grizzlies with the rebound.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Harden outside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
And the southpaw stroke of Harden is just beautiful to watch. When he's cooking, he's one of the more lethal scorers in our league.
And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
That free throw, no good. Grizzlies making a switch here. Brooks checked in. And the second free throw, good. Smitty, for players, social media can build their brands and they can engage their fans, but there are some downsides.
Yes, it is, Kevin. I mean, it's a fantastic tool, like you said, for endorsement and bringing those fans into your home or into your life. But the downside, people can see some things they don't want to see, and also you can regret posting a lot of things.
I think, yeah, sometimes people do regret hitting that send button. So, yeah, they got to be careful. You're right. Here's Moran. And then Moran slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Moran practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Now Westbrook. He's got 14. From deep. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Grizzlies leading by 13. Pass to Brooks. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and two shots coming up.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
The Grizzlies have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Brooks.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Outside Westbrook. Here is House, defended by Crowder. Kicks it out to Harden. 6 to shoot. Westbrook with a wide open look. And another field goal in his total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Harden against Brooks. Here's Westbrook. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. 18 points for Russell Westbrook.
And Harden is more than just a scorer. He's also got some sensational handles and passing instincts. Loves connecting with his teammates.
Pass to Valanciunas. And Capella sends it back. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Jay Crowder. For Houston, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Gordon's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. The 11-footer. Yep, that one goes in there. Brooks has got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Now here's Moran, guarded by Harden. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
All this means is he has to be careful. Don't want to pick up a cheapie and get sent to the bench with 3 fouls.
Looking to get it going. Valanciunas, good. Valanciunas has got 10 points.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Houston Rockets. 11-point game. For the 3. And it's Moran with the rebound. Grizzlies have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Good. He's got 8.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
Rockets trail by 13. Stolen by Brooks. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
And the Grizzlies leading by 15. To the middle. And Crowder slams it in.
And for Jay Crowder, nothing has been given to him. He fights and he competes.
The three from Harden. The Rockets again can't hit. Their offense is really clicking.
And yeah, I can see them adding even more points.
Harden against Crowder. Shot clock at 6. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Now a timeout called by Houston. And Steve, some classic shoe brands making a return to the NBA with updated versions. Smitty, what was your sneaker of choice back in the day?
Kevin, that's funny. I started off with the pumps, the double pumps, and then I ended up with the shell toe low top. And then now you see all the youngsters now wearing low tops. They used to tell me back in the day, low tops were not good for your ankles. But I didn't really jump that high, so I was okay.
Caboclo's checked in for Memphis. Let's have a look at the league's top scorers for the past month. To say these guys have been hot is an understatement. James Harden, number 1. Russell Westbrook, 3rd.
What a threat both of these guys have proven to be, especially over this stretch. Scoring machines.
Teardrop shot. The Grizzlies pull it in. Valanciunas has got 11 rebounds in the game. Brooks dishes to Moran. Outside Crowder. And here's Moran. He's got 8. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. They get Russell Westbrook.
Like the way that Valanciunas worked his way to the line on that shot. Never let the defender get comfortable.
And steady improvement, Smitty, for Lithuanian big man Jonas Valanciunas. You look at his per-minute numbers, pretty impressive.
They are. He'll give you 20 and 10 with 30 minutes a night. But in today's game, it's so perimeter-oriented. Will he get that opportunity?
And he makes the first.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
He doesn't get the second one.
For a player his size, Valanciunas has always been a good free throw shooter. We won't see a hack of Val anytime soon.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Capella against Brooks. Rockets with the rebound. Capella's got 5 rebounds tonight. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Lob pass to Capella. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Here's Moran. Drains it from 17 feet out. Moran's got 6 here in this quarter.
And usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
Westbrook with it. 20 points for him. Off target from three-point range.
Well, he was in rhythm, hitting 2 threes in the opening quarter, but hasn't made one since.
Crowder goes in. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Clint Capella.
When a guy as big as Valanciunas gets the ball that deep, quite often the only answer is to foul him.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. That free throw missing.
After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now.
So both teams changing it up here. Good on the second free throw. 1:44 left in the first half. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Right side, Gordon. Lays it up and banks it in. Gordon's got his first 2 points of the night.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Pass to Caboclo. To the paint. Valanciunas inside. He's guarded by Chandler.
A moment here to see the numbers for Valanciunas. 8th in field goal percentage, and he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And back to his phenomenal efficiency from three, top 10 in the league. His consistent shooting creates so many openings in the defense. The free throw drops for Valanciunas. Valanciunas hits them both. Rockets trail by 21. 1:04 left now here in the second. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Valanciunas, he's got that long wingspan. You saw it right there on that play.
The dish to Jones. The pass to Valanciunas. Chandler with the steal. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
This is to Valanciunas. Nice D from Chandler. Rocket shooting 40% from the field. Here's Gordon. Chandler trying to free himself up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Have to be very careful when you're guarding Gordon. He's adept at putting pressure on the defense.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Clark, he's checked in for Caboclo. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And the Grizzlies leading by 18. The feed to Clark. Count it.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
From deep. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Memphis, closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. Their defense has been active and effective. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Jonas, you guys got off to a strong start. How important was it to set the tone early?
You know, we came out with a different energy. We said it's enough to struggle from the start. You know, we got to focus and play good starts.
That is where it all starts. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This home crowd is elated about what they've seen so far. I'm Ernie Johnson. That's Shaquille O'Neal. That's Kenny Smith. Jonas Valanciunas had it going on in the first quarter. He had 14 points, 2 block shots, and 1 steal. Kenny, what'd you think about the Grizzlies?
I love the way they're getting after it in the paint. Moving bodies, attacking the rim, scoring at will. Sometimes teams try to hurt you with the 3-ball. They went right for the heart of the defense. Look at them to keep pounding it inside and staying physical.
Shaq, how'd you think the Rockets were playing?
They relied way too heavily on the three-point shot in the first half. Their long-range game was off. That's my off sound, Ernie. They were off. But they still settle for the outside shots. They got to put more pressure on the defense by pounding it inside and attacking the basket.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Houston. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Memphis. Crowder in at the 3 with Jackson Jr. playing the 4. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Valanciunas in at center. Now here's Morant. Outside Crowder. And Capella sends it back. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Westbrook. And Houston again with the bucket.
He is a scoring machine right now, but he needs more support from his teammates if they want to win this one.
And a boon it was for the Rockets to be able to keep Clint Capella. A great fit with the team and gives them exactly what they need on the interior.
Rockets trail by 16. Lob pass to Capella. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Brooks. It's deflected. Harden outside. Pass to Westbrook. Over Brooks. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And Greg Capella, who was taken near the end of the first round back in 2014 in the draft, has developed well during his time with Houston.
And Capella's game has really taken off in the last few seasons. He looks to be a double-double machine for this team for the next handful of years, and that is exactly what they need.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Both shots good from the stripe. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Harden against Jackson. Feeds to Tucker. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 5th assist in this one. Memphis leading by 16. Moran kicks to Crowder. Pass to Jackson. The turnaround Jay. He can't get that one, so Houston will take it the other way.
Missed 4 straight shots now. At one point, do you have to call a timeout and regroup? Firing on all cylinders here in the third. Only 1 miss in 5 attempts.
Moran passes to Valanciunas. Knocked away. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Westbrook kicks it to Tucker. Capella trying to free himself up. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up. And a quick review, looking at some numbers here for Russell Westbrook. Getting around 24 points per, 7 assists, and 7 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
You know, mentally, he's a pass-first type of player. It gets everyone involved and engaged, and that really sparks this offense.
Now here's Moran. He's covered by Westbrook, and that one's good. Moran.
Well, you need to start somewhere. After 4 straight misses this half, let's see if this gets them going.
Harden against Brooks. Passes it to Capella. Tries again. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And Memphis making a change here. Melton's checked in. Memphis leading by 11. Third quarter of basketball here and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And it's good, 2 points.
The delicate touch on display there. Gotta love when Morant lets that floater fly off his fingertips. Beautiful.
Harden draws the double. The kick out to Westbrook. From beyond the arc, the Rockets with another miss. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. Here's Crowder, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And Houston gets called for the foul.
Jay Crowder, blue-collar combo forward, finds ways to outwork you.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Crowder. And both free throws good from Crowder.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Westbrook passes to House. Crowder with the steal. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And there's the lay-in. Crowder's got 6 here in this quarter.
The ability to anticipate Crowder with the steal. Then, no hesitation, changing ends.
It's Harden with the drive. There's the pass to House. Five to shoot. Houston needs to get a shot off. Harden inside the three-point line. The Rockets again can't hit.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here is House, defended by Crowder. Harden gets the bucket.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
I see him.
Now here's Moran. He's covered by Westbrook. Valanciunas against Capella. Valanciunas, good. Valanciunas has got 16 points.
Asserting his will offensively. Valanciunas taking over.
Here is Harden. He has 7. Nice D from Valanciunas.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Now here's Moran. He's covered by Westbrook. Moran passes to Jackson. That one good for 2. Jackson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Now Westbrook. 22 points for him. It's up a 3. Tucker with the ball. Jackson on him. And Tucker kicks to Westbrook. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him.
Hard to catch up when you can't hit shots. This is a quarter he liked to forget.
Rockets trail by 19.
And this kid, Moran, came out of nowhere, under-recruited in high school, showed some promise in that first year of college, but boy, did he blow up.
That shot, no good. Great D that time from Westbrook. For Houston, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the 3rd quarter. Lob pass to Capella, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession.
And now a look at James Harden. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. First in scoring, and such a great distributor and decision maker, among the top 10 in assists per game.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Second shot opportunity, and he gets the bucket. And that's now 7 points for Clint Capella.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
There's the lob to the hoop. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop. And the Grizzlies lead by 19.
And when Moran is cooking like this, it's fun to watch. He burns you in so many ways.
Now here's Harden. He's guarded closely. Can't connect from short range.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Outside Westbrook. Kicks to Gordon. Over Moran. And too long on the shot. Memphis leading by 21. Clark dishes to Moran. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. So both teams making some changes here. Defended by Gordon. Clock at 6. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And so he hits both. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Outside Gordon. Takes the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Gordon's got 8 points.
I mean, wonderful court vision. Sometimes Rivers gets locked in to finding his own shot. This time, finds the open man.
Pass to Kaboka. Here's Clark. 8 points for him. And stolen by Cephalosha. And here's the fast break. Cephalosha leading the way. And Cephalosha with the jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Here's Clark. Sinks that one from the post. He's got 10.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Jones against Rivers. The feed to Cephalosha. The fadeaway. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. With the teardrop, Chandler with the block.
And how about the basketball IQ of Chandler? Just knows exactly when to sky and commit to blocking shots.
Rivers can't get it to go.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Anderson finds Jones. And here's what the Rockets' schedule looks like. On Wednesday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trail Blazers. And then on Saturday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And for that game against the Nuggets,
take a break.
They have that date circled. They love to compete, and they feel they can play very well against that group if they can execute.
And the first one drops. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Rockets. He hits both from the stripe. Houston's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Here's McLemore. It's Clark with the rebound. Clark's got 7 rebounds in the game. Anderson, the bounce pass. They grab their own miss. That's tipped. Here's Rivers. The Rockets again can't hit. And the Grizzlies leading by 22. Anderson outside. The shot, no good. And here's Rivers. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Rockets making a change here. Capella's checked in. Here's Rivers. 52 seconds left to play here in the third. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Gordon. Out of hand on it.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
There's the dish to Jones. Lays it up off the glass. Jones has got 6 points.
Can't be that easy for him. Gotta body him up down low.
And you have other methods as well. You could deny or you can just front the post.
Here's Rivers. It's deflected, and they'll keep possession. And for Memphis, they're shooting straight 49% from the field. Clark, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul called on the Houston Rockets.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
And he can't hit the second. Westbrook with it. From deep three-point range, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Grizzlies out in front, opening up a huge gap. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Gordon is out there with Clint Capella. Then it's McLemore, and it's Hartenstein in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Defended by Gordon. No good from Clark.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Clemens, and it's blocked. Anderson against Capella. Brooks with no one around. Hits the three-point bomb.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Here's Gordon. The shot, no good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Brooks outside. NBA gets headlines daily. You know it does, Smitty? Around the calendar, there's no off-season, but does the added scrutiny put more pressure, you think, on the players?
Yeah, I think it does. I think now you look at it, everybody wants to see what you're doing in the off-season. And 24/7, you look at it right now, everybody has a camera phone, and everybody is looking for the stars, what they're doing off the court.
And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. For the Rockets, Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Clint Capella, and it's Frazier in for Gordon. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Here's Clark. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
I mean, every time down the floor, this is what you're trying to do. Find the right matchup.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Now here's McLemore. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Rockets again can't hit.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
The Rockets have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter here, going 0 for 4 so far. Frazier the pass to Clemens. McLemore with the ball, pulls it up. The Rockets with another miss. Here's Anderson, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Ben McLemore. And out of UCLA, forward Kyle Anderson. Some call him slow-mo. Why is that?
Well, I mean, not the most athletic player. It's his size and IQ for the game, though, that makes him so effective.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. With the NBA looking to improve officiating, Smitty, they'd like to revise the rule book to more closely match the way the game is played. What do you think of that?
Yeah, Kevin, we have to evolve. I think now the game has evolved to more three-point shots, so you got to look at also defense, hand checking, and now we're talking about a lot about, room for guys to land, whether it's a foul or not. So I think it will evolve, and it should be because the game is evolving.
And you really have to like what they're doing at the line in this half. Free throw percentage now up around 92%.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Here's Melton. Allen outside. It's tipped. And he gets it to go.
They're going to have to come up with a better matchup. This guy just too much speed.
For Memphis, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Outside Hill. And Anderson kicks to Clark. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused, and they've executed.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
That one misses for Clark. And for a team's schedule that includes 4 games and 5 nights, sports writers have introduced the term schedule losses due to fatigue. I just don't think that's very good, but it's a reality right now.
Yeah, it is. And sometimes, Kevin, you know these games, you travel a lot. Your legs are just done, and that's when you have to rely on a total team, play more guys. But it happens. You can't get out of this quicksand. You're going to have those type of losses.
Free throw good, Frazier. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Pass to Allen. Outside Hill. Anderson against Cephalosha. 6 to shoot. Here's Clark. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Frazier scanning the floor. Passes to Clemens. Here's Hartenstein. High arcing shot, and it's good on the layup.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Here's Melton. It's stolen by McLemore. Now the pass to Clemens. Now McLemore. Pass to Clemens. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Hartenstein. Fades away. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Anderson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Melton. Memphis moving it around. And then Clark slams it in.
And when Clark is on fire, he stays aggressive. You got to love how this young fella is willing to dominate games.
Frazier outside. Hartenstein passes to Cephalosha. So much new technology. A lot of it's so exciting, Steve. Did you see the demo of the jersey that can change a player's name and number the other day? Wow, that was something.
I did. I saw the demonstration that Adam Silver did. It is fantastic. I was thinking about myself, Kevin. I played for 7 teams. That's a lot of changing of the name and number.
That really is. Chandler, the pass to Clemens. It's good from long range.
Oh, great ball movement there.
For Memphis, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Passes it to Caboclo. Over to the left wing. Out to the wing. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Caboclo's got his first points of the night. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Picked him clean. Oh, and here comes Anderson all alone. And finished off by Anderson.
And you watch Kyle Anderson run the floor. Those long strides eat up ground.
Inside, a nice shot by Hartenstein.
Nice job. Those passes have to be right on the money around the painted area.
The pass to Caboclo. Back to Allen. Shoots it. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more. For Houston, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. Dishes to Cephalosha. Pass to Chandler. A lot of people think, Steve, there are 3 factors necessary to achieving organizational success. Ownership, and ownership. What do you think?
I guess it's ownership. I think it also comes down to trust. Trust in anything gets you a chance to be successful.
And Steve, it's just about establishing that culture, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I think you got to have identity, a culture that everybody wants to be a part of.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. Here's Westbrook. No good on the quick three.
He started off solid, had 2 threes at halftime, but blank from deep since.
Crowder kicks to Moran. Pass to Valanciunas. Shot clock at 5. The 3. Rockets with the rebound.
And this is what you like about his perimeter D. Never gave up and challenged the deep one.
You see some guys, they just mail it in. They don't go out and contest it. Not him. He's going to compete through the entire play.
Now here's Moran. He's covered by Westbrook. They get the rebound, and Capella sends it back.
Hey, get on James.
The 3 from Harden. Jay Crowder pulls it in.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
Brooks misses.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
And it's Westbrook missing.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. And players now, Steve, more able to dictate where they want to play. How has free agency changed since you came into the NBA?
I think the signing of shorter contracts, Kevin, guys with player options. And then I think also for a lot of players, they are not taking as much money, leaving money on the table because the endorsement deals off the court is making up for some of their money on the court.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Jonas Valanciunas.
And as you'd expect, he's done most of his damage in that low block. I mean, that was the game plan, to get it to him in the paint and just let him go to work. And boy, has the big fella delivered. He has just killed them down low.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love it. Here's Melton. The Grizzlies with another miss.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
A shot by Frazier, no good. And Joe Allen will bring it up for Memphis. Steve, the G League is now offering select contracts worth $125,000. They want to attract prospects straight out of high school. What do you think of that?
I like it, Kevin, and I think I'd love to see that number go up, and I like the opportunity for some of those guys to be able to go straight out of high school. It's good for some, it's bad for others, but I think you have to give those guys that opportunity.
Valanciunas dishes to Crowder. Passes it to Moran. Over Westbrook, and the jumper is on the mark. 18 points for Ja Morant.
Showing off the focus there. It's hard trying to distract Moran when he's locked in on his jumper.
Brooks against Harden. And the jam by Harden.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And there's the pass to Valanciunas. Back to Brooks. Now here's Moran. He's covered by Westbrook. Valanciunas. That one misses. Good work defensively by Capella. Houston's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Grizzlies.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions in the nice night it ended up being for Valanciunas.
He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Caboclo's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Solomon Hill comes in for Crowder. Allen's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Morant. Free throw good, James Harden. And here is Allen. Pass to Clark. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Well, what did Coach tell us? He wanted each guy to contest shots and rebound tonight. That's exactly what we just saw.
And yes, it's good.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
From 10 feet out, off the left rim and out. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Jonas, you have a lot on you in terms of patrolling the paint. How do you think you're doing?
I feel good. You know, there is a better game, there is a worse game, but, you know, I'm bringing energy every game. I'm fighting, and my job is take rebounds, set of screens. I'm doing that job.
It's grunt work, but you're good at it. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.